Hey, what's going on, guys? So this was going to just be a legendary hunt because we found a legendary coyote, but we ended up killing a whole bunch of legendaries in the 4 hours that I played today. So we decided to kind of turn this into a legendary guide. So down there, I don't think he was going to go across the water, so we were able to run the water, walk up, start calling, and he starts coming towards us. Somebody was asking me how I find the legendaries. I honestly feel like it's tied to how many animals you kill, so I kill everything. One thing I will say though is make sure you don't screw yourself over. Before you fill your last tag, like make sure you hunt everything you want. And like a lot of times, like say this coyote, I'll kill 4 other coyotes, and then before I leave, I'll pick up my 5th coyote. But I don't want to be on the map with no availability for an animal, especially in case a legendary pops up. So don't fill all your tags would be my biggest hint so far. I've not had that happen where I couldn't collect a legendary, but that would absolutely suck. And my luck would be something that I really want, like a bison. So like lately, what I've been doing is killing a bison right before I get off, and like or just go around and like fill my last couple tags. Because like I said, I still don't know if the legendaries stay on your map or not. Every time I spawn on, I feel like I see different animals, so I feel like it's a different spawn every time. But here we go. Just kept calling, and he kept coming in. You're gonna see this coyote. Go to sleep, little coyote. This coyote kind of reminds me of the Call of the Wild coyote. It's got like that white collar. This is probably one of their better looking piebalds. It looks so much better than the wolf, I'll tell you that much. And like I said, this one looks decent. I like it. So go ahead and claim it. I wish the weight was a little bit more, but what are you gonna do? So I was scanning, looking, and spotted that elk. Now that's the 3rd elk. Oh yeah, just so you guys know, there's 45 minutes of video footage. I cut it down to 15. We are going to be just doing a hunting sim video, not a walking sim. So I cut out the majority of the stuff that I could. So anyway, this is our third rare elk. I think the elk are probably one of the weaker species, which is unfortunate because the elk overall look probably at some of the better on the game, but the legendary one just doesn't look very good. I wish they would have just did like albino. If they didn't know if it looked good, they should have just went albino. Especially with stuff that was gonna have its head just on the mount. The full body stuff you could do the piebald, I feel like. But the stuff that just got its head, I feel like they should have probably went albino for the most part. Another thing you're gonna see in a second. All right, I'll show you. Yeah, so I really want to get a bobcat. So I've been checking every bobcat I can. I'm kind of. We got 7 in like one session of hunting, so I'm kind of over legendaries. I mean, there for a while I was really excited about it when it seemed like rare, but I mean they were just popping up like crazy today. I don't know if I had a freak day, but. All right, so we hit a little high there. I kind of rushed a shot and aimed high. So that was a gut shot. What I don't like about this game, and one thing I hope they fix, I don't think you should get penalized for shooting the animal too many times. Like, granted, it sucks that I shot it in the gut, but I mean, how are you going to penalize me for wanting to shoot this animal and put it down? And the other thing, it's a video game. You know what I mean? So, like, I could shoot it in the legs if I really want it. You know what I mean? But I just... that's 250, and it wasn't going to die right away again, so shoot it one more time. So I think that's kind of stupid. I hope that goes the way of like integrity and consecutive harvest, like Call of the Wild, and they realize that it doesn't make their game better, and it just kind of annoys you. I hate that we took a 500 credit penalty for trying to kill that thing fast, but oh well. And I know someone will say like, well, just don't shoot him in the guts. Well, suck it, Stuff happens. I see hunters in real life all the time shoot stuff in the guts. Accidents happen. Like I said, they shouldn't penalize you for wanting to kill it quick. And then we hit the lung. So I don't know. Maybe we didn't hit the. I don't know. I thought it was guts. I mean, it looked like it was going to be guts, but oh, there we go, cougar, guys. So this one's got a good story too. So we spotted that cougar. We ran towards him. He started walking away. It was super brushy. So then I went back. I got my 223. And then I spawned south of the river and spotted him, and we started working our way there. And I could see, he's kind of walking at an angle, so we kind of walked, and I was hoping to be behind him rather than in front of him, or like even with him. And luckily enough, I was behind him. So we started calling. But I'm sure someone's gonna say like, "Hey, how did you? I thought you've been carrying the crossbow, but we were, but we switched it to the 223." I'm not gonna lie. I'm at the point now where I just want to. The only reason I'm carrying that crossbow is in case I have one of those stupid rabbits comes up to me and I can shoot it with a crossbow. Because I don't want to carry the shotgun because then you can't shoot like the foxes and stuff. It's kind of silly in this game. But so the only reason I'm carrying the crossbow, like if it wasn't for trying to get rabbits and get all the animals in the lodge, I would just be running the two ARs because that's what I did before and it's how I have the most fun. But I don't know. I was really looking forward to this. I didn't know what it looked like. No one else. I haven't seen any other videos, and I was really looking forward to it. And to me, it looks like a cat climbed on a picnic table that was covered in paint and knocked it over, and it spilled all over him. So you guys are gonna see when we do the lodge tour later. He is probably one of the weaker looking rares. Like he should have just been an albino or a melanistic something, but he's not even a very good piebald. Like I said, it just looks like they poured paint on him. So kind of disappointed in that one. That one I was really looking forward to. So there's the elk that we had shot just before. Yeah, I mean like 1,500 credits is nice, and then look at that, 7,300 credits. So that's pretty nice there. It's a good payday. But what an ugly animal. All right, guys, more long range looking, and there we go. White-tailed deer. So I was excited about this one. There's a person on here on YouTube that streams, and they kind of look like Carmen Sandiego. They have like the red hat, and is the chick. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl real life. They don't narrate the videos or anything, but I don't know. So again, spotted it far away, kind of knew the angle that it was taken, so knew that it was probably going to get down to the water. I didn't know that I didn't think it was going to come across the water. But occasionally they get spooked and they will go across the water, so I just knew that if I kind of took the same angle that they were at, that I would probably be able to catch up to them. And we did. And again, this is another one of those like part of me really just wanted to dump him on that side over there. There was a bobcat to our right, and I actually called him a couple times to get him to go that way because I was hunting something else, and a bobcat ran by a buffalo. Yeah, that's what I was hunting. I was hunting a buffalo, and a buffalo was walking right at me, and a bobcat ran in front of the buffalo, and it scared the buffalo away. So I didn't want that bobcat to come over here and freak these guys out. So like I said, I was half tempted to dump him just because he was out in the open. It was going to be a good shot. Now, as you're looking at this guy, I mean, he looks like he's got okay horns, but look at the one beside him. When his partner comes out, look at that rack. I really want to get a legendary with that rack. That thing blows this one. Clearly you can tell. I mean, if I was going to say one was a legendary, I would say that one's a legendary. And that's another thing. I wish they'd get rid of this whole legendary thing. Let's call the wild thing, and then on top of that, I mean, just because it's got a color, it's genetic, it doesn't make it a legendary. Just because it's got white on it doesn't make it legendary. That deer on the right is so much bigger. It's go to sleep, little deer. Anyway, so I wanted to smoke this one too because I wanted to see what he scored. That was like, I knew that was probably going to be my biggest whitetail. So we hit him once, hit him twice, and then heaven forbid you shoot him 3 times. Shame on you for wanting to kill him. I don't know. I've seen too many hunting things that say, you shoot them until they go out of the ground. So, I mean, again, I don't understand. So they think they're they call them piebald, but then they have pink noses like an albino. All right, so there he is. Like, he's not great. And he's got a 0 score, which is fantastic. But look at that one, 292. The weight is terrible. They really got to figure out the weight, but 292, like that would look so much better in my lodge than that guy. All right, we spawn at the lodge, and we had another one of the, like when you spawn and you hear a call, so you go check it out. And we got a speed goat. And I had shot some I shot some antelope earlier, and I actually thought I was out of licenses. Actually, I thought I was at 4 or 5, 4 out of 5. I don't know. I think so. They have some They have some piebald antelope that look, I think, significantly better with just the white patches. They put way too much white on that one. And again, guys, I shoot them till they go to the ground. I don't give a shit about losing a little bit of money. I think it's stupid. You can't tell me, like, it's a video game. You know, like, I shot the video game animal. So, guys, check out the antlers. The antlers there are black. It's got a little bit of white on its neck, so at least it's going to look better on the head mount. But anyway, look at the antlers. All right, we go ahead and pick them up. When you see him, I want you to remember what those antlers look like, because when you see him, you're going to be like, what the hell happened to his antlers? Again, I mean, he's nothing great. Oh, 154, you know, not very big. All right, guys, so I was done after that. I was like, I'm done. I killed a whole bunch of stuff. But I was like, you know what, the animal that I really want a piebald of is a moose. So I spawned around this map, and on this map, I spawned in all the tents and just throw a call on if I hear something. Oh, and look what we got there, guys. I was geeked out. I was so excited. I actually had shot a fox earlier and forgot to recock it. Look at that. Now that is a good looking critter. It looks like a dairy cow. I mean, it's black and white or brown and white. Looks fantastic. This one is really cool. They did a great job on this guy. Look at that. You know, I like that. Why can't they all? Like whoever came up with the moose did a fantastic job. Whoever did the ram did a fantastic job. Coyote did a fantastic job. Anyway, so I was super excited, but it's kind of weird though. Like I literally went to this map just to get this diamond. And then that was the second animal that I found was him. Look at that, 9,600 credits. But I mean, like he's a small weight. He's 909 pounds. All right, and then like fun fact, I literally was like, all right, I'm gonna go to Pawnee. I really want to get a fox or a bobcat. And what do we got? Legendary fox. Like it's weird, you know. It kind of reminds me of like when you think of like when you say to your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, kids, hey, something, you know, brand X, and then all of a sudden Amazon like pops up like an ad, like, oh, maybe you'd like this. Like it's weird because I literally the two animals that I wanted to get legendaries of at the end after I was like, all right, I'm not gonna play anymore. And I was like, oh, maybe if I was telling my daughter, maybe if I get like a moose and a fox, and then suddenly moose and fox. So it's a little weird. Anyway, that was a trick that I like to use. I like to be able to get up, so walk at them, call, and then hurry up because they're gonna walk to where you last called. So anyway, get up there so we can shoot them. But you're gonna see this is probably one of the better looking piebalds. Also, this one looks pretty fantastic. So I mean, it's basically a reverse of the other color, but like I think it looks great. That looks like a really good piebald. I'm proud of whoever did that one too. So there we go, claiming more animals. So I don't know. I hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, kill lots of animals, get as high as you can, and look around and spot stuff. That's the only thing I can tell you. But I mean, check out that fox. I think probably between that and the moose so far, the best two in the game. The ram looks pretty good too up on the thing. I mean, maybe if he had a full body mount. I really want to see what a bison looks like. I hope they don't look ugly, but I mean that is a good looking critter. You know, he's got a black nose. He doesn't have like a weird pink nose, and so I think he's probably a really good looking one. There we go. I think that's horrible. There's the red deer from the other day that I wasn't sure if I posted. There's the Rocky Mountain ram. I couldn't get around the bar. I clearly had been drinking. Anyway, there's a Rocky Mountain ram. I think he looks pretty cool. Pig looks terrible. Just because all it's his ear. You know what I mean? If he had more white patches on his face, he'd look okay. Like this moose just looks fantastic. Good job. That looks cool. I really like that one. The bear, meh. I mean, he's neat, but again, here he's like an albino with brown on, which doesn't make sense. Now look at those antlers or those horns, because it's on the. Oh, look, there's a coyote, got that white color like Call of the Wild. The horns are white. Like what the hell is that? And then there's the ho hum elk. All right, thanks guys. Hope that helped.